or the Miz's background when it comes out. Welcome to a new show here called Wreckless at the Movies. Basically, we at the movies, because Wreckless probably won't be on this one too much, but the Wreckless Skeeting crew will be.
This is how we do it.
We had a lot of fans asking us to just do like a movie show, I guess, just to give our thoughts on random movies, and that's what we're going to be doing here. Now, before we start, if there's any movies you want us to watch and possibly give our thoughts about, down below, just let us know. If you want to send us like a DVD or a CD with a movie or anything like that, just send us a message and I'll send you some details on how to do that. Now, what we'll be doing here is every episode, I'll be picking a movie, or whoever's in my seat will be picking a movie. Over there, whoever's in that seat will also pick a movie, and we'll just tell you about it. It's very simple.
I'm excited because there's so much BS that we talk about. Why not
It's pretty much a BS show, so they might be a little long. So if you don't like the longer ones, I would definitely still watch it because you're going to be our bitch.
Thank you.
So we each had to pick a movie for this. I actually picked a movie called Ravenous. And it's actually a movie that came out probably like, I don't know, like 5 or 6, 7 years ago. It was an older movie. It was really, really interesting. It was about cannibalism, and it was about during the Great Expansion across coming over to California and stuff.
Kind of like the Party of People.
Party of Five? Yeah, it was pretty hardcore how that Party of Five stayed together.
Donner Party.
Donner Party. Yeah, I guess it could be similar to that. This has Guy Pearce in it, which is one of my favorite actors. He's done a lot of things like The Usual Suspects, Time Machine, a lot of things that I enjoy. He's kind of gone into more of an indie type movie filming mood the last couple of years, so you haven't really seen him in any mainstream stuff, but he's still pretty damn good. The other dude, can't remember his name, but he was the villain in one of the James Bond things. He was in the Full Monty. He was in the 28 Weeks Later. He was the dad. He just basically does like a lot of miscellaneous stuff. He's a British dude. So pretty much the concept is that there's an outpost with a bunch of military people. It's a bunch of American soldiers, and they keep it bare bones during the winter because it's snow and stuff. So there's literally only like 7 people there total. So everybody's left. They're in the winter time. They get this random dude, which is the British guy from 28 Weeks Later, comes in and starts just raving about nothing, and he's just gone crazy. They end up finding out that he tells them that there's like a pack of his people, settlers, that ended up getting stuck into the storm, the winter storm. They didn't make it in time across for summer to get into California.
Oh, dang.
And basically he says that they all started eating each other, and that he didn't, though. He said he's a priest and that he wouldn't do it, and that's why he left. So, but he ended up saying that it came down to the guy that was eating everyone and these 2 women, and so the military people have to go in and basically figure out what happened. And if you don't want to have spoilers on this, then I would stop watching for like a second, because pretty much what ends up happening is they take him back to the cave where they...
Wait, what do I want to do if I want to see it and I don't want to get spoiled?
Then you should probably punch yourself in the nuts.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. So pretty much it's discovered that the British dude is actually the person that was killing and eating everybody, and he's lured them back to the cave to kill and eat all of them, and then take the High Commander's place, come back, pretend like he is the High Commander, and kill more people as they come in. And that's where Guy Pearce steps in.
Dick.
Guy Pearce is the only one that supposedly survives. You find out more about it later, but he's the only one that survives that initial going back to the cave.
Yeah.
And it ends up the most badass last 10 minutes of a movie ever is the battle between Guy Pearce, because he's been fed people parts now, and the whole concept is if you
get the hunger.
If you eat somebody, you get the hunger, but you also get their power. So these people are like souped up strength. They're really fast. They're really healthy because you took the power of the person you ate.
Does that happen in real life?
No. Wait. Ah! So it comes down to Guy Pearce, who's super powered, and it comes down to the British dude that's super powered, and guns don't really do anything.
Yeah.
Because they can get shot, but really if they take out the bullet, then they're fine. They heal really quickly.
Like T-1000.
Well, like what happens is like say they get shot or they whatever. If they eat some more flesh, then they get healed. They heal up very quickly.
It took a weird turn for me when
it is supernatural.
Okay.
But it's if you watch it, it's not supernatural though. Like they put all the rules of that time period in, with the exception of the supernaturalness. And the battle they have at the end is amazing. They really beat the crap out of one another, and it's one of my favorite unsung movies because a lot of people don't know about it.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, and a lot of people haven't. Like, it's hard to even find on eBay on DVD. There's usually like 8 up, and they're usually like a little too much for me to buy. So I've got it on VHS. right, and that's my movie. I give it a 5 out of 5 because it's actually one of my all-time favorite indie movies. It really didn't do that well, but it's got like David Arquette's in it. He's one of the miscellaneous people at the Outpost, but it's got like a lot of people. When you see him, you go, that guy, I remember him. Like, that's pretty much it. But solid film, one of my favorites. Well, probably the best soundtrack ever. It's so like ridiculously creepy, but at the same time like cheerful and happy. It's like a dark comedy. So now it's your turn to pick a movie, though. What did you end up picking?
I ended up picking a classic from my childhood. It's called The Wizard. I'm sure, like me, a lot of you other guys liked it.
A lot of our fan base.
It actually, it was when Nintendo was the like, Nintendo was everywhere, and this movie actually had the first ever unveiling of Super Mario Brothers 3.
Yeah.
Which was a huge deal because it was going to be in a movie before the game was even out.
Yeah.
And how that... Okay, I'll come back to that. But it's a really great movie. You got Christian Slater, Beau Bridges, and Fred Savage. I mean, at the time, that's when like Wonder Years was huge.
Yeah.
Christian
that's
Slater
before his career completely fell, and Christian Slater before his career completely failed.
Beau Bridges has always been the man, though.
Yeah. That's
and then the girl in the movie is actually the singer from the band Rilo Kiley.
Beau Bridges actually did one of my favorite episodes of The Outer Limits, the remake that came on of the newer Outer Limits. It was where it was like a sand castle, and he had a big bug farm, and it was these like insanely killer ant things that he was making more and more intelligent, and they started killing people. It's pretty damn good. I don't remember exactly when it came out, but it was a childhood favorite of mine.
I'm not a nerd, so I never watched that show.
Outer Limits is not a nerd show. Like Star Trek would be a nerd show. How is Outer Limits a nerd show? That show redefined horror on TV.
It's right up there with Star Galactica and
no.
What's that? Stargate.
No, it has.
For me,
how dare you make fun of Stargate? This series may suck, but the movie was awesome. That would be something I would throw on here. The original Stargate movie was badass.
I didn't like it. So basically, you have Fred Savage has a little brother, and something's wrong with his little brother. He's like, I think he might be autistic or something like that. And they have him in a home, and Fred Savage is like, no, that's my brother. You can't put him away like this. So they take off. They're going to go to California for some reason. His little brother just keeps saying California. So Fred Savage throws some darts, and he picks California on the dartboard with the map. So
it seems as though this is like a very, it's all about Nintendo, right?
Well,
so it seems almost like this would be kind of a nerdy thing to be into.
Anyways, so they're going across country, and they go to a diner, and they're trying to get a bus to go to California. Unfortunately for them, they only have $7 in their pocket. Turns out his little brother is playing Double Dragon, and he's awesome at Double Dragon. They start betting these dudes, and they're starting to shark people at the diner where they're trying to get their tickets.
Yeah.
They're going cross country. Yeah. They have a bounty hunter for kids out on their tail.
Which I wonder if those really exist.
There's a bounty hunter for kids, sleazeball. And then you got Beau Bridges and Christian Slater going cross country looking for the brother and son.
Yeah.
So they go and they meet this kid named Lucas. Lucas owns a Power Glove. He owns every single Nintendo game. He's a shit. They meet Lucas. Lucas beats the shit out of the little brother in video games, and the little brother doesn't want to do it anymore.
They're setting up the villain for the end.
They get to California. Turns out that there's a video game competition. They think he's good enough. They want to win this prize money. So they sign him up. Comes down to Lucas and the little brother.
What are the odds?
Out of all millions of kids that tried for this thing, it comes down to those two. And for some reason, this little kid knew where the freaking secret warp tunnel was.
Yes, it's a bunch of bullshit.
It is bullshit.
Okay, it's a kid's movie.
It's a coming-of-age movie.
It's a kid's movie.
Oh, and they're at Universal Studios.
For some reason.
Which is awesome. They end up finding out that the little boy's brother, or his sister, died in California, and he wanted to go put her he has a lunchbox full of her memories, and he wanted to go leave that where she died.
So essentially, the entire Nintendo plot was not what the brother wanted at all. He just wanted to go to the little sister's grave. But Fred Savage was a savage man and forced him to compete.
Yeah. He picked him out for Nintendo. He's like, make me some money. We need to get this.
We need to get some dough.
Actually, Fred Savage actually directs It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia now.
Really?
Yeah, he's
congratulations.
a director
That's a good show.
And producer.
That's a really good show.
Yeah,
so congratulations, dude.
Good job, Fred Savage. Oh, I'm gonna give that a 5 out of 5. It's one of my favorites.
The Crumbelievable.
Well, there you go, guys. This show is a work in progress. If you have suggestions or whatnot, unfortunately, we can't put like clips of the movie only because the YouTuber community will take us down.
We don't want that.
It's copyrighted, bitches. It's the same reason why we don't do some of our cursing and stuff. Also, because family watches.
If there was a way around it and that you guys know about, let us know.
There is. There's Blip TV, but I don't want to upload anything to Blip TV because it takes too damn long to upload stuff.
Blip TV.
It takes quite a while, and I don't want you guys to have to click on a preview and then click on our video. I want you to just click it and watch it. So, if you have suggestions for the show to make it better, you know, things that you want us to change, you know, less rambling, more rambling, don't care, just let us know. And again, if you want to send us anything to review, go for it. Send us a message. I'll give you details. If you just want to put some suggestions down below of movies that you want us to review, we'll do that as well. So either way, hey, we're here for you guys, and we want to make you as happy as possible. All right, guys, thank you for joining us for the first edition of Wreckless at the Movies, a.k.a. Wee Shorts.
At the movies.
Yeah. All right, guys, we'll see you as always tomorrow.